Retiring with a lot of money is a goal many strive for. You might need it if you want to pick up one of those big rigs we just saw. But what does it mean to retire wealthy? Does it mean skimping on the avocado smash or ditching that interstate holiday? Well, finance expert Michelle Maynard is here to break it down for us. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Mon.
What even is wealthy these days?
It's a good question, and a lot of people are asking their financial advisors. The Australian Superannuation Association says that a couple needs $640,000 in their superannuation to retire comfortably. But that really takes into account that they own their own home. Now, as our generations are buying later or even not buying at all, that's not going to serve them when they come to retirement age. So $640,000 for a couple is a good starting point, but if you have to pay rent every week, it's not really going to go that far.
Okay, from what age then should we start investing for long-term gain? And I guess the hardest question is, what should we be giving up?
Well, that's a great question, and really it depends on what you want to do. But the minute you get your first job and earn more than $450 per month, you start planning for your retirement. And that's because that's when your employer starts putting away superannuation for you. The key thing here is, though, we never check it. We don't check that that money ends up in our super fund. We don't check our fees and charges to make sure it's not being eaten away. And we don't check our returns. So we really need to do that. But a lot of Australians find that complex. So the government's going to actually release a super comparison tool in the middle of this year to make it easier to see whether our super fund is really working for us. So don't have to give up too much, but just make sure you're putting money into super, especially if you're not going to be owning a home when you come to retirement age.
And stay on top of it, stay on top of our savings.
Yes.
Michelle, debt also plays a big role. How can we avoid that?
We can avoid it by being smart. Now, we have what we call good debt and bad debt. And good debt is anything that helps grow your asset wealth. So having a mortgage, buying an investment property, buying shares with debt, that's good debt because it's working to going to pay you in the future. Bad debt is things we want to avoid. So buying a car that goes down in value, or afterpay services, or credit card debt. Now, look, I'm not saying be absolutely frugal and not have any fun, but don't live outside of your means. You need to build up your financial wealth and make it work for you. So if you're going to go into debt, make sure it's for smart reasons, not for something you're not going to worry about in 5 years' time.
It is hard to predict the future, though. We never saw the COVID pandemic coming. So how do we secure our finances?
We definitely didn't see it coming, and I think it's really shaken up Australians. We've put aside $200 billion into our savings in the last 12 months because we really know what it's like now to not see things coming and want to have something away for a rainy day. The rule of thumb is about 3 months worth of expenses, so if you can have that somewhere in your offset account or a savings account, that's going to help us if the unforeseen happens. But basically it's about living within our means, having a little bit of cash away for a rainy day, and just praying that the inevitable doesn't happen and we can really stay on top of things.
Indeed. Until next time, Michelle.
Thanks, Mon.
Michelle Maynard from Carbon Group there.